Hi, it's Alex Love, Love for Liberty, Liberty Chronicle Independent. Here I have Steve Scheetz. He's running for what position are you running for?
I'm, I'm going to be running for Congress in Pennsylvania's District 8. District 8 is actually in Bucks County, and currently I am just really happy to be doing it. I tried doing it in 2016, but I got a late start. I started in June, and I realized that one of the challenges for running in District 8 is ballot access. And in order to achieve ballot access, one has to go door to door in my particular district because unlike some of the other districts in Pennsylvania, there are no huge population centers. In York County, there's the city of York, and the city of York has this square where you can actually talk to people and get hundreds of signatures in a day. We don't have that. We don't have that in District 8. What we have to do in District 8 is go door to door, go to a few places here and there. Another issue with some of the smaller population centers is that they can be either really hard-leaning Democrat or really hard-leaning Republican. So that's the other reason why we have to go door to door, because we have to go to where the people who we can actually persuade live. But the benefit of doing that is also that we can speak our message while we're doing so. So as I'm looking for volunteers to help me with this, I'm looking for volunteers who are actually able to speak the message in addition to have the time to go out with me and go door to door.
How many signatures do you need to get on the ballot?
The minimum requirement is 3,000 in my particular district. However, in order to do what we need to do, we need to show up with at least 4,500, otherwise we will be challenged. And when we are challenged with the bare minimum, something like, well, if someone's name is Eugene on their voter registration and they sign their name Gene, that can be legitimately challenged, and sometimes those signatures will be tossed.
So what are some key issues that you're looking to address in your district?
The biggest issues that I see in my particular district is education. And the other issue, and this is something that I'm going to take on a nationwide initiative, and that's the justice system. Several years ago, myself and a few other people, we got together and we decided that we were going to protest a drone base that was in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. It's not too far away from where I live. And what we did, we got a group of Green Party people, libertarians, Democrats, Republicans, socialists, communists, liberals, conservatives, everybody. We had people from every political, philosophical background you can possibly imagine, myself being a philosophical anarchist, of course. We all got together, we all protested this space. You know something is horribly wrong when you can get that group of people together. So when I say I'm looking for a free market solution to the justice system, and this is going to be a nationwide issue, rest assured that it doesn't matter what political background you hold, everybody is screwed equally by the justice system in the United States. It's just a fact of life. What I've determined is that the only way that a free market solution can ever come to pass in the United States is if we, the people, make it happen. And the only way we, the people, make it happen is if I get that coalition together again. If I can get that group of people together again, and we all agree upon what the solution is going to be. If we can do that, we can eliminate the government monopoly on political force. And that's what I'm hoping to do. But regarding education, imagine education where your child is able to compete in tomorrow's job market. Imagine an education system where your child is able to live where he or she wants to live. That's what I want to create. And the only way that's going to happen is if we can get parents to take an interest and put parents back in charge of their children's education. Because the reality is every child learns differently. The one-size-fits-all government solution to education has been a failure for so long. It's just not even, it's mind-blowing to even consider how long it's been a failure. What we need to do is we need to do something different, because as it stands right now, the country of India, just as an example, has more children of genius level IQ than the United States has children, period. We need to do what we can do to enable our children to have the best number, the largest number of tools, the best tools that they can to be competitive when they get out there in the job market.
How would you how would you work on this and facilitate through policy?
With education?
Yeah, with education.
And actually talk to parents in my district, talk to educators in my district, because teachers by themselves, they're not the problem. It's everything that goes into the education system that is the problem. There's a lot of really good teachers out there who are struggling because they're being told what they're supposed to teach, but what they're supposed to teach isn't really helping the children in their classrooms. So I think it really is a good idea to talk to them and bring them into the process as well. But the more people we get involved, the better the solution is going to be. When you have a handful of people deciding what's right and what's wrong, then you only get what those people think. And when you get what a certain number of people think, then it's not it's not a legitimate solution. You need everybody involved, because it's everybody's lives that are being affected. It's every child's life that's being affected. You need everybody involved.
What's your views on parental rights?
Well, like I said, each parent knows their child better than the state does. You know, we have this Child Protective Services, and Child Protective Services is one of the most corrupt organizations in the history of the world. They go around and, like here in Florida, for example, because I'm in Florida, here in Florida, they take people's children specifically so that they can rob the people when they go to get their kids back. They have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get their kids back in the court system. Then they also have to have they have to lead through all sorts of hoops to make that happen. There are people here who I was talking to who can answer that particular question much better than I can. But from what I've heard, it's a horrible system, man. And we need to do something better by our kids, by our parents, by our families.
What are some key things that you want your voters to know about you?
Key things that I want my voters to know about me. Inventor. I like solving problems. I like coming up with creative solutions to problems. In fact, one of the things that I've done, I like to bicycle, and I used to do a lot of long distance bicycling. I invented a spray lubricant that is non-flammable, non-toxic, but for my purposes, non-caustic. I had these carbon fiber Kevlar spokes on my racing wheels, and every lubricant that I'd used for my chain up to that point, well, started eating away at the carbon fiber Kevlar spokes. So over the course of 2 years, I created this spray lubricant that wouldn't do that. And it works better than any lubricant I've ever used. So that's just one small example of one of the things that I've done. But I've built tools for myself. I can build anything at all just because it's what I do. But I definitely like creating solutions to problems. And when you vote for me, you don't just vote for me, you vote for us. Because I'm not doing these solutions for just anybody. I'm doing them for myself as well as everybody else in my district. I want to live free. And I'm pretty sure the people in my district want to live free as well.
Great. So if someone wants to join your team and help you out on your campaign trail, how are they to contact you?
Steve at SteveScheetzForTheWin.com.
All right, awesome. Anything else you'd like to say for our viewers?
For our viewers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of work to do between now and 2020. I'm running in 2018 to help facilitate that, and we don't have a whole lot of time to make things happen, to make things better for all of us. Let's go to work. Let's go to work for District 8.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Alex.